Welcome to the Dirty Tea Podcast. My name is Donna.
And I'm Amanda, and we're excited for you to join us where you'll be served the dirtiest tea.
We are best friends from the Midwest who love other people's drama.
And we'd rather spill your tea on air than behind your back.
So feel free to submit your dirty tea for us to read on air.
Or sit back, fill your cup with whatever tickles your fancy, and get ready for the mess.
Okay, so this week's episode has a bunch of interesting topics. I'm just gonna start it right off the bat. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Jump in.
Okay. This one, she says, my husband has been having an affair for 2 years, and he can't decide between me and his affair partner. He wants me to stay and tells me to be patient. What should I do?
What the fuck?
Run far away.
Run, run, Forrest, run.
He's been having an affair for the last 2 years, and he can't decide between her, his wife,
right,
or his affair partner. So he wants to have his cake.
About the affair, and she's just like cool with it.
Well, she's allowing it, so she's enabling him to do what he does.
Right. So
it's kind of on her. She needs to put a stop to it and say, you got to make a decision or I'll make a decision for you.
Right.
But as long as she's...
I wonder if he knows that she knows. I'm assuming so. If he won't make a decision, so you're basically just like, oh.
So he's bringing her to family functions.
Right. With her. So the other girl is his sneaky link.
Right.
And that's the reason why he doesn't want to bring her to the functions because, she's not up to par. So basically, girl, that means that, no, I can't even frame that in a positive light. You got to just leave that motherfucker.
How are you even going to try to frame that in a positive way?
I was going to try to say, that means that, you're the one who he doesn't mind being seen in public with, but I mean, still, it's not good.
No, it's not good. No, even if you're the wife, it's still not good. But that's just a hot mess. Like, if you know and you're letting that shit fly like that, then it's on you.
You deserve it.
Right.
I mean, you letting this shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have one. I'm an 18-year-old female, and I've been seeing this uncircumcised guy who's also 18, and he wants her to give him head, but she says he smells.
Oh,
isn't that so that's so savage, but it's so fucking true. Okay, have you ever experienced an uncircumcised? Okay, now smell, I think that's on him. That motherfucker's not peeling the skin back or whatever. But I have seen lint in uncircumcised, and that is the biggest fucking turn off. That is so disgusting. Why do you have lint down there? Come on now. Don't you feel that in the skin folds?
Put shit back and wash it. How often are you bathing, or are you not bathing or showering enough to wash the folds of your skin, especially if you know you're not cut? Keep that shit clean, especially if you know you might be getting some pussy.
I mean, and I don't know. I've only seen one uncircumcised penis ever. And
did it scare you?
A little bit, it's like,
was it like I was just gonna say, was it like a little a mole that comes out of his little skin?
Right. It's creepy. It's like a mushroom popping out of the ground, like the soil, and especially if they have a big old bush down there too. It's like, come on, man.
You know what?
Now you really got to go digging and searching. It's a whole treasure hunt.
First of all, fuck the lint. What about the fucking smell?
Exactly. I'd rather deal with the lint, honestly. Just pick that shit out.
But when you gotta deal with the smell, it's already gross enough that you're down there doing business, but then you gotta smell it. First of all, you're breathing through your mouth.
Exactly.
And speaking of breathing through your mouth, girl, we gotta tell them about what happened last weekend. Okay.
Oh my God. Ugh.
You guys,
I'm just trying to forget it, and you just keep on bringing it up.
You guys, real quick snippet here. Side note, sidebar. So we were out last weekend. We were at this bar dancing, and we were just having a good ass time, just living our best life. And all of a sudden, Amanda's face turned from like happy to like just disgusted, and and all of a sudden she said was, I swallowed a fart. You guys, she that thing hit her so hard because she was talking about being hungry earlier, and then she got her that bitch got her late night snack.
Oh my God. You don't know how many times I literally gagged in that fucking bar that night. Like, first of all, I'm over there living my best life, looking cute, and then, you taking a big old deep breath because you're hot, and I didn't get oxygen. I got pure ass. Like, it was nasty. And the thing is that it's like we were dancing and there was like a bald guy. There was a couple of bald guys. I guess they were together. It was like the bald guy crew. And one of them like looked back. He was looking around, and I was like, I didn't know it was suspicious at first until I breathed in that fart. And then I knew it was that nasty bald motherfucker. And I was just
hit your soul.
Ugh. And then it kept on happening. It was like that same spot. I don't know why we ended up staying in that spot, like why we didn't move to a different spot, but
just the look on your face from like happy to just like your facial expression, because I knew that shit hit you so hard. And it wasn't just like okay, I tasted it. It was a no, bitch, I swallowed that shit.
Right. I definitely wasn't. I didn't want to fucking like, get all the scents and flavors of that. No, that was an unintentional assault.
And then we were like, so what did he have for dinner?
Right. Ugh. And then later that night, we're dancing and everything, and then I see this girl on the pole, and you know how in the Little Mermaid, how like the girl, like when she like puts her hair in the water and then flips it up and their hair goes, like the girl was doing that, and I was like, oh shit, that's hot, let me try it. So I whip my little braids and I smack a couple in the face.
Literally, it went straight across both of their face. I wish I caught that slow motion, because they went straight. She has braids, like lots of braids, so it went straight across her face from one ear to the other, both of them.
And they were trying to be my friend afterwards. They loved it. She was like, she was like, you should do that to him again. He liked that. Yeah. And she kept on telling me that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then he was like, no.
And they wouldn't move out that spot. They kept waiting for that braid to hit again.
Yeah. Like she liked that shit. She was all up in it. And she was just like, yes, girl, slay. I'm like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to hit you in my hair again? Like,
you were gonna whip that shit back and forth. I whipped that shit. Like it was.
That's like the so definition funny. Of stranger danger right there.
Right?
Like,
oh my God,
a total accident, and then that they like that shit, that old kinky hair whip.
Right, you were getting it all from all angles. You were getting the farts, and you were getting the kinky hair whips, and the nipples. And remember that dude that got escorted out because he bit that girl in the titty?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it really happened, you guys.
It really happened. And you know how we found out about this? So we were standing, and y'all keep in mind, all this shit happened in one night, which is crazy. It's crazy. We were standing there dancing. There's like a group of 5 of us, we're in a circle dancing, minding our business. And this guy comes up to me and he's just like, yeah, damn, you guys are beautiful. I wish I could be dancing with you guys right now. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, yeah, but I gotta go find my friend. They're about to put him out. And I was like, what? Why are they putting him out? He was like, yeah, he bit some white girl on the titty while they were dancing.
What point do you decide that in the middle of dancing, and I think they were on that pole, so at what point do you decide in the middle of dancing you think it's a good idea to bite someone in the titty?
Hey, you got a little hungry. I made the joke that night. I was like, he was like, damn, girl, you looking like a snack. And he took that shit literally and was
for
like,
real. He took a big old snack, bite out of that. But anyway, so that was our weekend last week, and I thought it was hilarious that Amanda wasn't hungry no more. I'll tell you that much.
Right.
The whole night she was like, "You guys, I'm hungry," and then after she got that big old gulp of fart, she shut the fuck up. She didn't say shit. Now she was like, "I'm full."
Man, I was looking forward to a food truck, to a pizza slice, bitch, something. and my whole appetite was ruined. I didn't even want to drink nothing the rest of that night. I was just over it. Done.
You're chasing that shit down even deeper into your belly.
Ugh. Just thinking about it now makes me want to throw. Next topic. Anyway.
Okay, so next topic, of course, we always had to bring up a poop story, right?
Right.
So she says, last night as I was writing my boyfriend, I squirted everywhere until the worst thing happened. I pooped.
Ooh. So she was squirting from both ends. Ooh, that's
all orifices was loose that night.
Ugh.
She says, tell
so
me I'm not
she
the
was
only
riding
one.
him, so she was on top. So that means she shit on him. Damn. Now, oh,
Jesus can't fix it.
Some hot, steamy turds.
Or it could have been like a wet one too, where she had like Taco Bell that day or whatever, you know?
Oh my god. Fucking had corn. If she had corn, it's over, bitch. Because you know you can't digest corn.
You can't digest it. There's kernels everywhere. Girl, there's kernels everywhere and shit. Oh my god. All right, so this one, the guy wrote in. He said, I just found out his exact word. I just found out that my fucking pastor, who just took over our church, slept with my wife after counseling us. They were in bed the next day after we signed our divorce papers. The ink wasn't even dry on our paper. They were fucking. This
Not
shit.
The pastor.
Yeah, this is the shit that you see in movies. And she said, and he says, our divorce isn't final until next year. This is why I'm good on church and marriage from here on out.
Shit. I'm not even gonna go into detail of what I think about people who. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna say that's fucked up. You go to counseling with the pastor, and then
the pastor's like,
the pastor is fucking your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say about that. Like, for real. Like, you can't even try to fix that. You got to find a whole new church. If you even go to church, because now you're like, you know, your ears are up. You know, pastor come up, be like, who are you trying to fuck now? You know,
right? Don't bring your next bitch to that pastor, right? Because
right,
it may not end well. It's a personal thing now. Speaking of the church,
yeah,
I have one.
Okay.
That says, today I fucked up because I played inappropriate music at the Sunday school. So apparently it's a guy who in the house. It's a house. Oh, it's terrible. Now, I've never heard the song that he was talking about, but he says that he, is a convicted Christian, and he goes to, with a convicted Christian. It's like, wow, that's a bit extra. But he volunteers for Sunday school, and it's like 7th graders that he was teaching. And he was looking up Christian rap. And I guess when he found a video he found it on Reddit, which is like, okay, why would you look up Christian rap on Reddit in the first place? Like, you're looking for trouble.
Setting you up to fail.
Exactly.
That's already setting you up to fail.
But he said he started it, and then it was an ad that started playing, so he had to go to the bathroom. So he left, with the ad playing, and then when he came back, a song called "Stop Jerking Off" by Wavy Matt was playing.
They're all desk twerking and shit.
Right. They're like, and it's 7th graders too, so those are the immature ones. That's stop jerking off. Hey, stop jerking off. Hey, that's what I imagine the song was going. I'm over here dancing too. I'm like, hey.
Like, wait, let me hear that again. Oh my god. All right. This one says, I revenge cheated with 20 men in 4 months. In 4 months. Revenge cheated.
20 men in 4 months. That bitch was busy. I know her coochie hurt. That's a lot. Oh my god.
She got no time to do nothing. She was on her back the whole time. And 20 men in 4 months. Do the math. For real. That's a
You know, like, and she said she was revenge cheating.
Hmm?
So how many
You ain't
men,
put
like,
nobody by
how many,
yourself, baby girl.
right? You put yourself in a whole different, like a league of your own, like for real. But just think, if she was revenge cheating, so she felt like she needed to cheat with 20
Hmm.
guys in 4 months, how many times did her man cheat on her?
Yeah, she must have felt real be
Took
like
it to
really
the
feeling some type of
extreme.
way. Right.
Like at that point,
At that
like
point,
you
don't
ain't
even be
cheating,
together.
but you single, you know,
Both,
like
both of you guys are toxic. Cheating,
for real.
swapping diseases and shit. Nah.
Ugh,
Yuck.
that's a lot.
Um,
Okay,
go ahead.
everyone. My husband brings up my real father during sex and has a disturbing kink about it.
Wait, so in the middle of doing it, he will bring up her dad, like he's pounding it from
Yes.
behind, and dog taking her dog pound, and like in Pound Town, and then be like, "Hey, how's your dad doing?" Hell
Well,
no.
it's so okay. She said that like she grew up without knowing her father, and the husband knows this. They've been together 7 years, and like 2 years into their relationship, they started doing like a daddy daughter role play. So I guess that motherfucker like was taking it.
Oh, wait, so he'd be
He was
like,
taking it too
who's your
seriously.
daddy? He's like really like instead of like who's your daddy, he's like, who's your daddy? Like,
Who's your daddy? Go to your room. I am your father. He'll be
oh,
like, "Ooh, baby, I'm about to come, and I'm never coming back after that."
now you never know. Damn.
That's
No,
fucked up. Okay, first of all, that takes daddy problems to a whole nother level right there.
he's the one with daddy issues.
Right.
Right? If he's bringing it up,
Ugh,
like, okay, there's like, okay, daddy, and there's like, daddy, like, nah, you just don't cross that line. And he
right.
just crossed that line, like, went way
Right.
down that shit. Gross.
Ugh. I can only imagine the fuckery.
The fuckery. Um, this one says, what are your thoughts on having a seance in your home? I've been wanting to do one for a while, and I'm curious if anyone has conducted one in your own home. What's the
Hell
thought of
no,
doing
never
one?
gonna happen.
What are your
Absolutely
thought about
not.
dying? Like,
Exactly.
releasing
Hell
spirits.
no.
I'm a firm believer. I believe in spirits and shit. So, like, no, you don't mess with the other side like that, or you don't
I done seen
open
enough
doors.
scary movies with bitches fucking with Ouija boards and seances and all that shit. I'm scared as hell because my house is old as shit. Like my house is from the 1800s. So I believe there probably are some spirits
You know,
lurking
there's
around
people
here.
living in your walls and shit.
Right. And I don't want to know none of them hoes. Like
No,
y'all can fucking
why would you want to
save
open up
yourself, you
portals?
know.
Right, right.
They can
Why would
have
you
the
want to
basement.
right, your basement? You haven't even been to your basement, maybe like twice, and you've lived there 20 years. So, God,
Okay. I have one. Somebody wrote in, my mom accidentally left her lube in my room.
ooh,
Mm,
that just
mm.
mean it. That just mean Mama's a little dry, you know.
I mean, why are you in your child's room? Like, why are you doing it in your kid's room? You know,
Oh,
it's okay to be a little dry. You know, it's okay. It happens. But
why are you
when
right?
you're doing
Why
it in your kid's room,
why
why?
can't you do it in your own room?
Right. So it says that she said my mom stayed home from work today doing due to being sick and unwell. Um, so then the kid went to school, and then when she came back home, she talked to their parents and then went upstairs to her room, and then on her bed was the lube. So it's like, first of all, mom, you lied about
You
it.
ain't sick.
What was mom doing? Was mom fucking around and she didn't want? Oh, I just unraveled the whole fucking thing. I didn't even have to read the whole story. I'm just making
Wait,
my own fucking
really? Let
assumption.
me hold on because I know the
I'm
way you
thinking the same thing.
you're there's what you think. You're thinking that she cheated on her husband, and instead of the guilt of doing it on their bed, they go do it on the daughter's bed. Bam!
Exactly. And
I
that
know you that
motherfucker
well.
wasn't hitting it right, which is why she needed the lube because she was all dry and crispy down there.
Oh my,
Mm.
crispy, peeling.
Crispy as fuck, crunchy. and then she fucked around and left the lube in the room. So now you gotta, and you know what? If
Now you gotta
the
explain to
kid
your
was
daughter.
petty,
No, first, if I was a daughter, I would take that lube and I would fucking blackmail her. Like, you better give me
right,
a new iPhone 15 that's came out. You better give me a MacBook Pro. You know that new Hummer that just came out? I want one of those too. I can't even drive, but I'll take two. I'll be like, Mom, do you want to divorce Dad or not? Do you want Dad to
right.
divorce me or not? I want to see the iPhone 15 on my bed where that lube was when I get back home from school.
Oh hell no, you're evil as fuck. I'd have been like, play dumb, like, what's this? What's this for?
You'd be like, can you just buy me some tacos or something? Like, and I'll stay quiet. um, okay, this one says my best friend cheated on her boyfriend of 10 years. This happened about 7 years ago while we were all in high school. They now have two adorable children, and I'll never tell a soul.
Mm.
So if you knew your best friend cheated, but now that they're married, they have kids, wouldn't that eat away at you?
No,
Or
because
would you be a
it ain't
ride or
me.
die?
So I mean, like, I'm not the one who
But
has
it's
to
your
live with
best
the guilt.
friend. Would you be a ride or die, or would you? I don't know.
I would be a ride or die. I feel like it's not like, even though it's your best friend, it's like not my place to tell your husband,
To just
to
like that.
tell my best friend's husband. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not my place. And if at the end of the day, like, y'all are grown ass motherfucking adults, and if you decide you want to fuck around, I mean, and you got to think about it too. They were in high school at the time that she cheated on him. So,
How seriously were you taking your high school relationships, right?
right. I mean, it sucks, but yeah, I wouldn't say
That's their
anything.
problem.
That's their problem, 100%. Like, I don't need to get involved in that, because then if me as the best friend went and said something, then my best friend would be mad at me. The husband would be mad at my best friend,
And
and
then you
then
lost,
probably at me too.
right?
And I'd
You
be
know,
like,
the best friend. And
yeah,
like,
the
because it's
kids
all
be
about,
mad and everything. They'd be like, oh, she
to be
ruined
like,
it.
Auntie Amanda, you ruined my parents' relationship. Fuck you. And they shit in dirty diapers and put it on your doorstep or something.
I feel like, I don't know. Okay, so is this just me? But I feel like in like messy situations like that, even if you like tell the person, it's not like nothing fucking changes. Like, they stay together 90%. Like, and I feel like it's something where, I don't know. I wouldn't say anything, but I think
They would
it's
stay together because of the health insurance, right?
right.
Or they would stay together because of
Fucking
kids.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I don't know. That's a whole nother beast to tackle because I think that I would
What
rather
about you? Would you say something?
hell no, ride or die, bitch. Ride or die.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, ride or die. So don't go cheating on your husband because it'll eat at me, but I'll ride or
Bitch,
die.
I ain't married, so okay. So my boyfriend thinks I'm cheating because it burns when he pees.
so he's got cheater's guilt, cheater's remorse. So
But how
so
are you just gonna out yourself like that? It burns when I pee. You must be cheating. So if the bitch wasn't cheating on you, then now she knows that
he
you were
needs an
doing something
outlet
you
to
shouldn't have
complain
done.
to. He needs an outlet to complain to, which is his girlfriend. But then he can't explain the reason of his burning pee without accusing someone else. So it's like a narcissist.
Right,
He can't, he'll rather blame her for something that he did and just make it out to be where like you caused it. But
right.
he's fucking around.
Are there other ways to make your pee burn other than STDs?
But I don't know. I don't got a dick. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe um what is that? Like the little
Maybe
stones?
some like hot sauce or something. Oh,
No.
like kidney stones, bitch? No, I don't think kidney stones make your pee burn.
Okay, see, I don't know. I know that they hurt
I
when
don't
they come
either.
out.
I don't ever want to find out. I heard kidney stones are fucking
I heard
painful.
I've never had that happen either. So um
Never say never.
thanks. Okay, fart breath. That's what I call you for now on fart breath. Okay, says my nana will never know, as far as I'm aware, that my mom signed the DNR from my aunt the day that my aunt died. And my Nana will also never know that my aunt didn't want to continue to live and chose to die. As far as my Nana is concerned, my aunt just died with all the medications that was helping her intact.
Wow. That's sad.
Ooh,
I feel like shit like that happens all the time though. Because you
yeah,
got to think about it. Like a lot of people are not like at the end of the day, you have to respect the wishes of people, especially if they're like, going through shit where it's like very sick and in pain.
I know. But I
Not
don't have
even
kids, so I wouldn't know this. But then I can understand where the mom coming from too, where she's like, my kids should be burying me. I shouldn't have to bury my kids. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like
yeah.
I can understand that sense. But then if she already has it in her will that or in her, dying wish that she doesn't want to be resuscitated,
Mhm.
then in a way, in a sense, you have to respect that. But
Yeah.
maybe the mom wasn't ready to let go. And so that's why the sister, her, they went to her, she went to her sister and be like, hey, you signed the DNR,
Right.
you know.
I don't know. That's kind of fucking sad.
That is super sad.
Let's go to something that's not sad.
This one says, two of my cousins were conceived via sperm donor. They think their dad is their biological father, and they are adults now.
Damn.
Wait till they
Ooh.
do. Wait till they do 23andMe. Bam.
Right. It's gonna be like you're actually black.
Just come on. This whole time.
Isn't that crazy though? Like, think about it. Okay, so you get like the sperm donor. So, like, just imagine growing up, like, if the kids were like fucked up, then like the mom was always like, "You get that from your daddy," and then in the back of his mind, he was like, "Bitch, you lying? They don't get it from me. They get it from the test tube." Like, and
Dang.
they'll never know.
Yep.
Like their dad could be like a fucking like hobo, that I don't know. Their dad could be anybody. Their dad could be anybody. Their dad could be a woman by now, the way
Right.
that people are these
Right.
days. And
And then they'll never know which when 20 but everybody nowadays is doing 23andMe. So they will eventually find out sooner or later.
yeah.
Sooner or later.
As a kid, I always wondered if I was like adopted because
Really?
I always felt so different than the rest of my family.
Do you think you look like your siblings still?
I don't know. I don't think I do, but like I think like people have told me that like I look like my dad,
Mhm.
but I don't think I look like any of my siblings.
Really? Would you ever do it? A
Do what?
DNA?
23andMe?
Yeah.
I would. But I am also like the reason that I haven't done it is because you have to like spit into a tube and I think that that's fucking disgusting. So I don't think I could do it. Like if I have to spit, like if you guys want to swab my nose, I'll give you a piece of my fucking hair,
Yeah.
like but I don't want to spit in a tube. I think that that's like the ick. Like the biggest ick is like
Yeah.
spit, saliva. Like ugh.
And you don't, it's not just like a little spit. You have to like continuously spit into the tube. It's
Yeah.
like a
You
giant
remember
tube
what
of
I came
spit.
out with those spit COVID tests? I
Yes.
did that one time and I was like, never
Yep.
the fuck again. I
Yeah.
was so
Remember, yeah, we went to
disgusted.
like a civic center or armory or something like that and we did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I have one. My boyfriend told me he feels like he missed out because he hasn't had more sexual partners. And they're young. They're like 21, 20 years old.
Okay, so I have a couple thoughts on this. First of all, that's on you. Like you did, you know
I
what I mean?
agree.
That's on
Yeah.
you. Second of all, if you feel you're not ready, then you need to tell me now so you can go, you know, out and have fun and do your experiences while we're separated. I don't want to tell you. I'd rather you tell me and be separated and go enjoy life and those experiences than to do it behind my back. And it's okay.
I
I'll respect
agree.
that. I would respect that.
Yeah.
I would respect that. I would be like, okay, I get it. I respect you for telling me. Let's, stop real
But you
progress.
got to think too, like at your age now, you could have that conversation. You could respect that and appreciate that. When you're 20 years old and you've been with this person for 3 years,
You're like
you that
possessive, like,
shit.
nah, right.
Yeah, like they're not that mature in their thought process for that.
But
But
that's
I
all
mean,
on
I
him though.
agree. It still isn't his, like it's not her fault. Like you're
Totally.
the one who, if you want to go out and do other things, then by all means. But don't be expecting her to like wait around for you just because you decided you wanted to experience other women or
Yeah.
other partners.
Yep, I agree. So that's on him. It's nothing to do with her. It was his choice. Yep.
Boom. Then it's done.
Yep. So, okay, so here's one. It says, my husband doesn't leave town often, but whenever he does, my male best friend sleeps in our king size bed with me on my husband's side. I
Ooh.
always wash the sheets after, so there's no way he could possibly ever know or figure it out. I just love to cuddle up to him, give him sweet kisses, tell him I love him. He keeps me warm on cold nights, and I'm not in the bed alone. But I know my husband will be pissed, obviously, so he can never find out about it. What can I do to make it so he never finds out?
Why the fuck do you feel like you have to do it in the first place? They're fucking. Ain't no way you just, we're just
Cuddling.
cuddled up on my king size bed and kissing. First of all, like, that's cheating. To me, you're in the bed with this other dude and you're kissing him and cuddling and all that. That's cheating. So you
That's
basically
cheating.
fucking,
Yep.
right? Like, let's be honest. We know
Yep.
that they're doing it,
Yep.
and why do you feel like you have to keep on
And then
holding
and
on
then
to
you
it
gotta
for
hide
a
it by washing the sheets.
Right. So it's like, okay, if you want to if it makes you so happy to like do that stuff with your best friend,
Mhm.
why not just get with your best friend?
Right.
Why do you have to drag your husband along for it and keep it as a
Right.
secret?
And then hurt him. Because my definition of cheating is if you have to hide it in any way, shape, or form, you're cheating. Like if you
Right.
can't openly talk about it with your partner and you have to hide it, it's cheating.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yep. I don't care if it's like a crush or I don't care if it's like holding hand. If you can't go home and look at your wife in the eyes or your spouse in the eyes or your partner and say, hey, here's what I did today. I went and held hands with this other bitch, then you're
Right.
cheating.
Exactly. I mean, this bitch is going through great fucking lengths. Like,
To hide
not
it.
only do you sneak him over, but then you like feel like,
And then
especially if you
and then
didn't
look
do
at all these
anything,
emojis she put on there. Like all love, heart, and that's a lot of fucking emojis to try
that
to
bitch
like
is in love.
soften the
That's what it
blow.
is.
She's softening
Yeah.
the blow.
I
That's
mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she just needs to dump the husband. That's the advice. Dump the husband. Anybody that had anything else other than dump the fucking husband, you're an enabler. You're a part of the problem.
Mhm. I know, because now you're putting, like he is, and then she said he doesn't even leave town often. So how often do you need to fucking cuddle with your best friend? That's a
Exactly.
guy.
If you're
If
not
he
doing
doesn't
it
leave
at
town
your
often.
place,
Mm-hmm.
right. If you're not doing it at your place in your bed, then, you're doing it, at the next place
Yep.
or
So
not the next place. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know. That's just messy as fuck. And the thing that irks me is like you got to go wash the sheets and hide it and put it back on the bed, pretending nothing happened.
Right.
If I found out any of
Nothing
this on my bed, sheets washed or not,
is going down. You get fucked up.
right? Yep.
All right. So I think for our discussion post today, I have a pretty good one. And I don't know. I'm excited to hear your opinion on this. So it's a female girl. She said, I need advice on if I should break girl code and tell my significant other, my boyfriend, about what his longtime friend's girlfriend is doing behind his back. So her boyfriend's best friend, his girlfriend, the best friend's girlfriend, what he's doing behind his back. So you following me so far?
Wait, back it up. Slow down. Okay. So the best friends. Okay, no, wait, start over.
Okay. So the girl is saying from her point of view, so I need advice on if I should break girl code and tell my boyfriend. So let's give him names.
Okay.
Boyfriend is Joe, right?
Okay.
So I am breaking girl code to tell Joe about what his longtime friend, Joe's friend is Steve. So about what Steve's girlfriend is doing. The girlfriend, let's call her
Ooh. Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, right.
Okay. Sarah.
So,
Sarah sounds like a bitch. So okay.
girl.
So
So,
she's wondering if she should tell her boyfriend Joe about Steve's girlfriend Sarah.
right.
What did Sarah do? Did it say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Ooh.
into the detail. So, here's the problem. So she's dating. She says he's the most wonderful man. You know, Joe is amazing. Blah blah blah. So a few months ago, he introduced her to Steve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Steve is on and off again dating Sarah.
Okay.
Okay. So, basically, occasionally, all four of them would get together and hang out and do things, and like they were seeing each other pretty frequently. So they, the two girls, ended up, you know, becoming friends because they
Mm-hmm.
were spending so much time. So Sarah, the girlfriend,
Oh
she
my
ends up,
God.
you know, starting spilling some of the tea to her. You know, so at
You
first it
know,
was
if she was
harmless
itching to find a girl to just like, girl,
to
guess what?
spill it all.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. So she said at first it was just, you know, harmless girl talk, but then over the past couple of weeks she started telling her about the other guys that she's been talking to, and then like all the an old like fuck buddy that she used to have and how they hooked up, and he gave her a free car because her car broke down a while ago. So he gave her a
First
free
of all,
car.
ain't no
Mhm.
punani that good to get a free car. What else are you doing?
But this is how she explained it off to her boyfriend. So she told her boyfriend that she found it on Craigslist for free, and then told him that the dude got the free car, gave it to her, and then also gave her a check for $300 for the title and registration fees.
So here,
And
take
she
my
was like,
free car plus $300.
right, just take it off of me, right? Yeah. A
I'll pay
totally
you to take my
functioning
car.
car.
Right, I'll pay
Yeah.
you to take my car. Okay.
So she was like, I don't see how Steve actually believes that this is the case, but it seems that he does. And he was worried sick about her the whole time because he thought that she was going to meet up with a stranger to get the car. Meanwhile, she wasn't with a stranger because she got it from her fuck buddy. So she says that her boyfriend tends to want to stay out of other people's business, but she doesn't know if she should tell him because, you know, his longtime friend is getting played. So she's like, what's she gonna do?
Mm. Damn, that's a good one. That's a sticky situation. Do you break girl code? Okay. Do you want to know what my situation? I mean, what my thought would be?
Yes.
My thought would be, at this point, I would tell
Yeah.
because first, you're not friends like that to break any girl code. And I get the girl code, but you're not like best friends or you're not like, you know, real deep your friendship. You're acquaintances. You just happen to hang out because your boyfriends know each other or are
Right.
friends. I would tell my boyfriend, but I would tell my boyfriend to say, this is what I found out. I don't know if you want to tell Steve, and I don't know how you want to like go about pushing this to Steve, but here's what I know, and then wash my hands of it. But
Right.
keep me posted. I want to know. That's what I would be.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I think like at the end of the day, like the only reason that she knows this girl is because, you
Exactly.
know, of the friend,
Mm-hmm.
the her boyfriend's friend. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like even like she doesn't really have any loyalty to her, but like I mean
Exactly.
she said that they started becoming friends, but that puts her in a sticky situation because it's like,
But
so really the only reason I fuck with you in the first place is because of your boyfriend. So if I didn't know your man, then she probably wouldn't have even been friends with the girl.
and birds of a feather flock together. So if
Right.
she starts hanging out with Sarah, and even though she's not doing nothing, and then Steve finds out Sarah's cheating on her, Steve's gonna go to
Mhm.
Joe and said, "Guess what? Sarah's cheating on me, and you better
Mhm.
watch out because your girlfriend might be cheating on you too." And then that puts
Facts.
you, it puts a strain on your relationship when, in actuality, you're not doing nothing.
Right. I totally agree.
That's
That's messy as hell.
but if they were best friends and that their boyfriends met each other as friends, ride or die.
Right.
I don't
I mean,
I don't know nothing. I don't
birds
see
of a
nothing.
feather flock together, like you said. I
I would
mean,
be like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know nothing.
that's like the shit like where people, you know, like those videos where like they'll be like, oh, like I'm gonna call your friend and like they're right next to each other, like a couple, and they'll be like, I'm gonna call your friend and ask him where
Right.
you've been last night, you know? And then the friend's like, oh yeah, she's sleeping on the couch right now, like, you know, just to see.
Yep.
Hey, you
And then
know,
you're sitting
sometimes
right
you gotta
there.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, no, that's
Gosh.
yeah. I have seen those shows like that. I have seen those shows like that, but I give you a heads up. Like I'd be like, give you a keyword or something. But I would never do anything like that. But if it was like a trick, you know what I mean?
Okay, now we have to come up with a keyword.
Like we have to say
We
like
have to come up with a keyword so that if we're in a compromising situation and we don't want everybody else to know, you know, we need our keyword.
I'll just be like, girl, I don't even know. It has to be something off the wall where it would just
iguanas.
Iguanas?
Yeah. That's my safe word.
You would just say I'm scared of iguanas, like all of a sudden out of the blue. I'm scared of iguanas.
Yeah, because it's random. So it's like, you know, like say we're having like a conversation about something scandalous, and then like somebody walks in, you're like, oh, you know what? Have you ever tried iguana? I don't know exactly what the fuck is up. And I'm like, because that's a great conversation starter, first of all.
I'm scared of iguanas. Or you could just run around saying, iguanas, iguanas, iguanas. I can see your stupid ass doing that.
People will be like, them bitches talking about iguanas a lot.
What the fuck are they talking about? Oh my God. Damn.
Okay, that's dumb. But I love it. It's perfect.
Now watch. Next time you say it, I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll forget it. I'm like, this weird ass bitch.
No, bitch. You're never gonna forget, okay?
No,
everybody's gonna have iguanas. I told you that's my safe word too, you know, like so
in the bedroom is your safe word?
Iguanas, yeah.
Just like screaming iguanas.
Yeah, it's just like when shit gets intense, iguanas.
What brings you to the point where you're screaming iguanas? Like you're screaming iguanas.
Well, I haven't had to use it yet, but if I had to use it, iguanas is going all the way.
Damn. I'm not like you. I don't have a safe word. I don't need one.
I just say no. Word.
I just say no.
You can borrow iguanas if you want to. Just think, like, if you're in the middle of something and somebody just yells out iguanas, like immediate turn off, right?
No, if we're out somewhere, someone yells iguana, I know they're looking for help.
Right.
Start running their direction. God, no.
We'll talk to you later, guys. Don't forget to submit your dirty tea.
And yep, so we are fully on Spotify now. If you guys want to, you know, they can't see you. We're fully on Spotify now. We will start doing videos soon, I promise. And those will be on YouTube. We will also, we have a couple platforms that we'll be going live on. So we will post those and you guys can join us and be stupid with us and pipe in. And we want to hear all your suggestions and stories and secrets. Nothing is off limit. So we will talk about everything and anything. Amanda's doing her little weird dance now. That means that she's on board. So we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye.